Okay, let's get into
Go
it.
ahead.
Can men and women have friends inside of a relationship?
Oh, that's
Can a woman? I'm
I
sorry.
said, can men and women have friends inside of a
Oh,
relationship?
okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
when I say that, I'm obviously speaking on the opposite sex. Obviously, I know
Yeah.
guys can have guy friends and girls can have girlfriends, but we're speaking on opposite sexes for your partner and for yourself. Do you think that a man and a woman can have opposite sex friends inside of a relationship?
Well, I'll answer that first. I don't think just no, you can.
I'm with her on that one. Yeah.
Can you conversate? Yeah, but can you like hang out or text and stuff?
Yeah,
No.
No.
Because you're gonna eventually build
We know how
up.
us women are. There's
Yes.
women out there that are obviously like,
Promiscuous?
yeah, that can be promiscuous.
Is that the
but
only word you know?
Call it what it is. A hoe.
it's just
Call
our
it.
saying.
Hey,
It's just
all right.
our
But the
saying.
other word for it is a hoe, right? Just call it what it is. So no, yeah, of course.
I
Go ahead.
agree. No, I just think that is. Sorry, he totally threw me off. No, girl. I definitely like that because I
trying to be
totally agree with
respectful.
you. Like, I don't think that there should be any kind of friendship. Texting wise, that's not
crazy.
okay.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're hanging out in a group setting, like I would definitely be uncomfortable if my husband went to go hang out with a friend.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. Like, there would be some problems,
Yeah, even then, like it's just setting a boundary because
Yeah.
like maybe the girl is not even into your guy, or the guy's not into me. It eventually builds up.
Yep.
It eventually
Yeah, for
builds
sure.
up because you're either talking to them, you're hanging out with them, you're kind of like. I've seen people in couples where they're friends, with the opposite sex. It's very rare, but 9 times out of 10,
Something happens.
Something's gonna
They're
happen.
having sex. For
Either
sure.
if it's not there, if it's not now, then and there, it's gonna be later
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Like it's gonna eventually happen. So I don't think so.
That's crazy.
No.
You know, it's crazy that this is like the first time we hear this, right? Because a lot of the guests we've had in the past, they say, oh, well, it's okay to have guy friends if you're in a relationship as a woman. And that's not, here's the problem with that, right? Is that a lot of these guys are just waiting in line. You know what I'm saying? They're just waiting in line for you too.
Yes, even women too, because if there's a reason why they're looking at your man,
Or there's a
like,
reason why they want to pursue and hang out,
Correct,
like
yeah.
without you being there.
Yeah.
Obviously, their intentions are for the wrong reasons.
And
you
women,
know?
women are evil.
Women are evil. We are.
Y'all might not think so,
You
but
know?
women are evil.
Petty are petty. Shout out to Marco Moreno. Hey, he's been coming in the chat.
Oh, for sure.
He
Marco, hell yeah.
He said in Europe, women don't talk to men even if they're friends because they respect their man.
Oh,
Yep.
that's a good thing. Yeah.
100%.
And Lo,
That's a
you
lot of
disagree.
culture
Why
right
would
there.
you-
Yeah,
hey,
I mean it's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Lo is
agree.
promiscuous. No,
No, you have to respect.
Lo-
Everybody's different. You have to understand that,
Yeah.
and that's okay. Just like what for me, I'm just speaking for myself. I just don't agree with that, and
Yeah.
there's maybe some people, but eventually that friendship that you have or whatever it is, if it's a girl or a guy, is gonna eventually entangle later on, and you'll see.
Oh, for
Either
sure.
ask the question, be like, "Hey, dude, do you like me?" Or like, "Hey, girl, do you like me?" Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I guess
No,
I
for
could
sure.
probably be the only
And
one
women
that
can
says-
sense that though. You
I
can
would say
sense
no.
whenever
Yeah.
somebody's
No, for
intentions
sure.
are bad.
If they're consistent with you, either
You know,
likes
you know,
or-
what's crazy to me that like a woman can be in a relationship and her man can tell her, "Hey, look, I don't like you having guy friends," and they'll make all kinds of excuses to keep them. It's so crazy to me.
Oh, he's gay.
How do you- yeah,
That's
man.
like the main
hell
one they
nah.
like to use, bro.
Nah.
Hey, I will say, I feel like I have a friend that's a girl that if I got into a relationship, it would be, what is the word? Poly, what is it? Where it's
Polygamous, right?
Polygamous.
No, wait, what?
Polyamorous?
No,
I have
it's
no
another
idea.
one. It's,
I really don't know how to
Sounds like a
pronounce
Pokemon,
that.
bro.
Nah, bro.
Polyamorous.
It's I can't even think of the word, man. But all I know is that it's just not y'all wouldn't have sex. It's just like you established the relationship that y'all would not have sex. And I have a friend like that. She's older.
Oh, platonic. There you go, platonic.
I was like,
Thank you,
polygamous
Hey,
means
Melinda,
like
coming in
sex
clutch in the
openly.
chat.
Yes, no, but I have a friend that's very
Platonic.
platonic.
Okay,
where
I see.
I literally established to her, like, I'm never. You could call me at 2 a.m. David, come pick me up. I'll pick you up, but I'm not gonna have sex with you.
Oh,
Like,
I see what
I
you're
literally
saying.
told her
Okay,
that, and we
yeah.
understand. Hey, it's not gonna ever be that way. Because even she's had situationships and stuff like that. I'm just like, all right, that's cool. Like, I'm helping
Yeah.
through that. I'm not trying to still slide in as soon as that situationship's done. No, it has never been like that.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
now. She's been out of her situationship for like 2-3 weeks, and it's not like David's not trying to slide in there because it's like I don't want that. I want you just here as my friend. And
Okay,
like we
yeah.
can go back and forth. So even if I got a relationship, she would be my platonic friend, literally. And I would have to tell my girlfriend, hey, this is literally my friend. She'll call me. I will never give it to her. Even if she was asking, David, please, I'm drunk right now. Da, da, da. I'm still not doing it because it's just that's where I'd rather keep her. Now it's completely different. I know because you know girls can understand that a guy would be like, no, you're just gonna say no to sex. Like she's throwing it at you. But yeah, I would want to just keep that situation there because y'all do that all the time to a lot of guys that are y'all's friends, but they're not your friends. That's why us men know y'all can't have friends because we know that guy's just waiting for the sliver of a chance to slide on in. And
As soon as
slide in,
as soon as you have an argument with your man, yeah, where you going to?
sure,
Oh, for sure.
exactly.
But at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, if you feel like you found this person, right, this other woman that you want to be with, and you would totally cut that off, though, you know?
Fuck no. Why would I need to?
I mean, if
As
you're
long as
really
I'm not
about,
confiding in her, then that's different. As a friend is not somebody you would
I don't
typically
agree with
confide
that.
in as a woman. I would say from my perspective. I'm not gonna just.
that's okay. I respect
when I'm
that.
going
I
through shit,
respect
I'm
that.
Yeah.
gonna call Ariel or somebody else.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
get a better
100%.
perspective.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Get me out
And
of
that's
my
why.
delusion right now. I need to see
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't really have like girl or close girlfriends because I have acquaintances,
Yeah.
right? They don't really serve me a purpose
Nah. They
Right.
don't, unless they're giving it up.
unless they're giving it up. Other than that, if I need advice, I'm going to my boys. Platonic relationships exist, but it is established from the beginning. If David can have that, then why do you feel it is not possible, David?
What do you mean? Oh, because it's not possible for the women to have it on their end. And it's like I said, she's not in a relationship. She's in situationships. So, of course, I can be the friend.
Yeah.
And even then, every time we hang out, she's always like, David, you're the reason why guys don't want to come talk to me. And I'm just like, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? It's just we always talk and having fun. It's like, that's how it goes. If they want to holler at you, they can. I'm not gonna stop them.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot, my boy.
Well, and then like it goes kind of back. I was kind of like thinking about it. You know how you said, you know, men can also cheat with women of like they can also lower their standards to cheat. You have to understand that though too. You have like it kind of goes into that too. You'll eventually. There's gonna be a time. I can't sit here and like I don't want to talk, you know,
No,
on
go
that
ahead,
girl,
say it,
but
say it.
it might happen. You never know.
Yeah, actually, read that comment there. It says, let's be real, brother. If the girl was super hot, you wouldn't
Even
care.
if she was.
But I will say,
But you probably wouldn't
maybe
just keep
I'll
her as
say-
a friend,
yeah,
though.
if she was super
You
hot,
probably
I'd
wouldn't
keep
keep
her
her as a friend. Yeah.
But then there you go. Like men can also like kind of look like lower their standards and be like, all right, I'm just gonna use you for as a cum rag. You know, just,
Yeah,
there you go.
basically.
That's crazy.
That was good.
So
Basically.
Yeah.
regardless if
That's
she's hot
funny.
or not, you kind of already said it. Men
Yeah.
don't care.
No,
They're
a lot of men don't,
just-
but
don't care.
but there are
They
some
really
men who have
don't
this.
care.
They have standards.
yeah, like-
There's some, and not all men, but some men do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you got,
the
bro?
lie detector.
Yeah, I would love to see the lie detector.
Who's lying? I missed it.
Let's bring Nancy out for the lie detector.
Yeah.
You hit it if you should.
If she was high, you hit it. Yeah, all right, Marissa, you're probably right. If she was like super like an 8, 9, or 10 or something like that, I would. Hey, but see, that's the thing about it is in my situations, I like to be realistic with them and I like to be realistic with myself. So I will tell them, hey, you're probably a 5 or you're probably a 6, or I'll say something like that and I'll be like, hey, I'm right here with you or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I like to be realistic. I don't just
Yeah.
be like, oh, you're up here, you need this, you need that. No, hell no. I'll be like, you're a 5. And they won't like it, but I'm like, look, that's just the truth. And so a lot of these guys that you think that actually want you, they really don't want you. They just want you for some sex.
Yeah.
And you gotta quit having the delusion thinking that this fine ass guy really wants you. No, stop it. You're not even in his category.
You
don't
know,
even realize
getting
you
it.
a
know,
little hotter here.
to be honest, like kind of going back to that point, right? To Marco, like I think there's actually a benefit in having 8, 9s, and 10s as friends, right? Because they're hanging around a certain group of people, group of men, right, who are probably well established, and you want to be around that network. So she'll introduce you to that circle. You start hanging out with them. So there's some benefit behind it. Personally, me again, like if I need something, I'm going to my boys, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, no friends. He's smashing. No friends.
All
She
right.
said they have sex with everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Girl, you ain't lying.
Hey, well, listen, I think men have low standards when it comes to maybe who we have sex with in a sense, but maybe when it comes to who we want to have our partner with, it's not low standards.
No, for
Yeah,
sure,
of course.
for sure.
Completely opposite because I'm very, very fucking what is the word, meticulous on who I would want to be with. Like if she's not adequate enough, then it'd be like no. And then a lot of women, I seen this study where it said a lot men and women have a lot of neuroticism, which is anxiety, depression, sadness, and etc. Women have more of that than men do. So y'all will be more down on yourselves than men will. So I would try to really find a woman that doesn't have a lot of neuroticism. Like you have to find it, because now if I can find a woman that's very confident in herself, I don't have to deal with those other sway of emotions.
That is, I agree with
how
that.
it goes and whatnot. But that all goes back to the very beginning of being honest, transparency, intentional with how you want everything to play, and etc. But a lot of
I
people
agree.
don't like to talk about that kind of stuff.
If I have a hot girl around me, I need me a honey pack. Facts.
Hey, hopefully you shouldn't need the honey pack, my boy. Hopefully
No, but you know what? No, hold on. I'm gonna give a little standpoint on this, right? The whole honey pack thing, the whole, it's not even about that you have like erectile dysfunction, right? It's not even about that.
It really is.
I don't even know
It's
what
not.
that means. What is a honey
Oh,
pack?
it's like a
I don't
form
know
of
what that
Viagra.
means.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, okay.
Right? It's got the
I'm so
ingredients.
clueless. I'm like, what is that?
It's just like honey.
Oh,
It's-
you drink it.
No,
and
you
then
eat it. It's like
You
honey.
eat it,
It's like
yeah.
a texture of
Oh,
honey.
okay. And then it just like
Gives
gives
you
you
the-
horny.
It gives
or
you
something?
so
Oh,
like
okay.
so it's not like directly like Viagra where it's your fucking brick hard for 6 months,
Yeah.
right? I mean 6
Oh,
months, 6
wow.
hours. Sorry, 6 hours. My bad. 6 hours. All right, 6 hours.
Okay, I
Hold
see.
on. But what it does, what it does, you have in your system you have the ingredients of Viagra. So like,
Yeah.
it's not that you need it. It's that it's yeah, exactly. It's for the
Good.
yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So you-
wow,
it's for
okay.
the endurance mainly.
I see.
right?
See. Okay. Good to
Yeah.
know. I didn't know that. so
Yeah, it's
thank
like oh,
Preparation.
Yeah.
preparation.
Okay. I see.
Hell yeah, you want to perform on the first night. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Performance
wow.
is
Where do
yeah.
you buy these?
First
You just buy them
impression
at the store or something, or like you
at the
just-
gas station.
Are you kidding me? Y'all are taking shit from 7-Eleven
I'm-
like that?
I don't-
You ever
I'm
see
not.
those pills
I don't-
that they sell behind the counter?
That's the rhino pills.
Rhino
yeah,
pills,
rhino
dude,
pills.
That's
Working.
insane.
Hell
You
yeah.
give yourself a heart attack.
I mean,